Hi, my name is Maggie and I'd like to tell you about my life. For the majority of my life, I was okay. Everything seemed quite normal and I grew up quite well and felt I was pretty healthy until I reached the age of about 14 when I had started my menstrual cycle. Things started to kind of roll downhill. I started to have back pain and so bad that if I were to go to class, I'd literally have to crouch into a ball and couldn't make it to my class. I would have to sit there until the pain subsided. Growing up, I just thought that I had a difficult menstrual cycle. I just thought that was normal because my mom had told me that hers were pretty painful too, and so I just assumed that what I had was normal. I continued to have lots and lots of back pain and horrible periods for years, clear up until 2005 when the pain got so bad and didn't stop even after my menstrual cycle had passed. I finally went to see a doctor, and then that doctor referred me to a specialist, and then the specialist took me in for an emergency surgery. At that time I really didn't know what was going to happen. It was very difficult. I was scared that I would lose the opportunity to have a child, and the doctor even told me there's a chance that we might have to do some work on those parts in your body and you might lose that opportunity. And I pleaded with him before I went in. He mentioned that he might have to cut me open, and I said, okay, just don't take any of my parts. And so he went in, and the next thing I knew, I woke up in excruciating pain, worse than I'd had even before I went in for the surgery. I literally felt like I wanted to die. I didn't want to be alive anymore. Even with my newly wonderful, sweet husband, I didn't even want to be on the earth anymore because of that pain that I experienced. And he then went in to explain, the doctor went in to explain what he had done, and he said he had to cut open both of my ovaries, and within the ovaries were chocolate cysts that he removed and sewed back the ovaries, but that my bowels and bladder were completely twisted up by the endometriosis, and he had to untangle it. But even with the untangle, he said he still couldn't remove all of the endometriosis from my body. From that point, he explained how urgent it was for me to get on hormone therapy. But I'd read up on hormone therapy, and I was literally petrified of it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I'd already experienced a Depo-Provera shot, which had messed with my hormones so much that I couldn't even control my emotions at all. I thought, there's no way I'm going to get into anything like that. And then my mom came, my sweet angel. She came and she searched the internet and found Fibrovan. And I can't tell you what a relief it was just to even know that there was something else besides hormone therapy that would help me. We ordered the product, and as soon as I got it, within I think about a month, my pain started to subside. And then within about 3 months, the inflammation was down and I was feeling somewhat normal. About a year later, we had an ultrasound, and there wasn't a single mass inside of me, which I, by that time, was truly confident in the product that I recommended it to everybody I could come in contact with. However, not very many people listen. Everybody has their own choices, but From there, within a couple of months after the year, we saw a specialist about my health and was able to get on thyroid medication, and in turn the thyroid medication was able to heal me enough that within 4 months being on Fibrovan and on this medication, I was able to get pregnant with our first child. And she's now 3.5, and we've also had a second baby. The second baby came a lot faster than we expected. It only took 7 months, which the first baby took 4.5 years. That was really, really difficult. But then Ella, our second baby, she came 7 months in, and we're just truly grateful. I'm truly grateful for it. With Ella, we took Endovan. I was finding that the Fibrovan wasn't quite, I had to take large amounts of it. When I switched to the Endovan, I actually had to take I took a smaller amount of product, and within 1 week my pain was gone, which before it would take 3 to 4 months for my pain to go. And so I'd highly recommend Endovan to anyone that is really truly hurting with endometriosis. The Fibrovan and the Endovan have the same main ingredient, but the Endovan has something special if you have endometriosis. It just cuts it right down and gets you right back on your feet. And I'm just thrilled. I hope that you take this video into heart and will try it, because you won't regret it. You will be so happy and out of pain, and you'll get your life back. So, thanks, Endovan.